Hi Year 10, this video is going to go through everything that I went through with the rest of the group on Thursday when we had our drama session in school. So the first thing that we went through were the working from home booklets. Now there's still a couple of you I'm yet to receive those from. So as soon as you have completed them, either upload them to class charts or email them over so I can mark them and then give you some feedback, particularly for the component 3, so you can get a mock result for that to see where you're working at and then know where you need to pitch yourself for next time we do that unit. With the course currently, we are moving away from component 2 now, and we're going to start with component 1. So component 1 is all about exploring the performing arts, and for this unit you have to look at 3 different practitioners and 3 different performances and looking at about how actually the performing arts industry works and the different roles and opportunities that there are available. So for each practitioner you will have to do some theoretical research. Now I will stress this now, that this unit of work is very theory based, so everything that you do, your marks will be coming from your writing, and so it's really important that when you are working on this, that when you are writing things down, you are considering what you're putting down, because that's where your marks are going to come from. So we'll be doing theory research on the 3 practitioners and their works, and then we will also exploring it practically and experiencing some of the tasks that the practitioners would have set their company to get a feel of how the actors and the performers would feel. So we are going to study these 3 pieces. So we've got Teachers, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and Aladdin the Musical. Now we've already looked at Teachers for component 2, so we should have a good understanding of that piece already. Aladdin obviously is our school production, so that works quite nicely. And The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is the 3rd piece that we're going to study. So what I want you to do now is just pause this video and research the synopsis of those 3 pieces, just so you've got a brief understanding of what we are going to look at. Okay, so hopefully now you have got a bit of an understanding on all 3 of the performances, their stories and what they're about. What we went through on Thursday were I'd handed out some booklets and it was focusing on the learning aim B of this component. So component 1 has 2 learning aims, and we're going to focus on learning aim B. Now I have posted out those booklets to you, so hopefully when you're watching this video you've got the booklets in front of you, which will make a little bit more sense to you as we go through. So explore the interrelationships between constituent features of existing performance material. So that means we are looking at the different roles within a company and how they all work together to go through the process of creating these performances. I've also put the grading criteria on there, and this is on the front of your booklet too, so you should be able to see this. And there you will see what the different criteria is for each of the different grades. Ideally, we want to be pitching ourselves as a minimum at a level 2 pass. So we're looking at very descriptive work. So everything that we write, we need to make sure we're describing. But if we want to push for a level 2 merit and a level 2 distinction, we then need to be thinking about actually what we're describing, then discussing what we've said and explaining how or what we found. Okay. So I'm now going to upload the booklet, the first booklet, which looks like this. Okay, so the component 1, exploring the performing arts booklet. So your next task down here, there are 3 different roles that a performing arts company would have. So again, I'd like you to pause this video and just research. I mean, you may already know the answer, but if not, Google these 3 roles and what are they? in the box next to them, I want you to write what each role is. So for example, as it says there, a director is someone who, and then you need to finish that sentence. So pause this video and go and complete those 3 boxes. Okay, once you've done that, you will then see in your booklet, there are 3 different tables that look like this, but you'll see at the top that they have the different roles on them. So again, you're just now taking that individual role and researching even more into that particular role. So you will be looking at the skills and qualities of that role, the responsibilities and the jobs that they would complete, and then why it's important for this role to have these qualities and skills, what may happen to the company or performance if these attributes were missing. So if they didn't have these skills, they weren't very good at them, what consequences would this have on the rest of the company and the performance? Okay, so think about what might happen there. So again, pause this video now, or you can carry on watching the video and get the rest of the tasks and then complete the booklet. But as I say, those 3 tables, 1, 2, 3, same format, but just make sure you look at the top to identify which role you are researching. A good website that we used on Thursday was this website called icould.com/explore. You can literally put in any role that we are studying, or if you're interested in any other careers, and click on to the role that comes up. Scroll down. There's videos, so you might want to have a watch those and see what they say, whether they talk about the skills and qualities. And there is also the description, qualification and tasks. And obviously that is very useful to us in our booklet because we have to look at what tasks that they are set, and that is titled in our booklet responsibilities and jobs they would complete. So that there particularly is very useful to you. You don't just have to use this site, you can obviously use others, but there's just something to point you in the right direction. So once you have completed all 3 of those tables of the different roles, and you've now researched into more detail about what makes up that role, you're then going to move down, obviously, the booklet, or over the booklet. And this is where the second booklet comes in, the resource booklet. So the resource booklet is literally many different interviews, articles, all on the different roles that we are studying based on those 3 pieces. So let me just go through this booklet first. There's got a content, so between pages 2 and 8 is all the information you will need for teachers. Page 9 to 21 is the curious incident, and page 21 to 27 is Aladdin. So it's all organised for you. So when you are looking at the director of teachers, you know you need to look at pages between 2 and 8. Okay, and in there, as I say, there are different interviews and articles, all with the people that you are going to be studying. So that's your resource booklet. Back to the component 1 booklet, you will see that I've already highlighted the names of the people that you need. So for teachers, you've got the playwright, the director, the actor, for all 3. Okay, so if we wanted to know the director of teachers, it's Adrian McDougall. If we wanted to know the actor for Curious Incident, we know one of them is Luke Treadaway. Luke Treadaway was the actor who played Christopher. Okay, so the names that you need are there for you. What you now need to do is taking these names, find out more about them. So using that resources booklet with the articles and the interviews, you're going to highlight important facts and information that help you understand each of that person's role, so what they have to do within the role that they are for that company. Feel free to do any other of your own research, whether you want to visit YouTube. I know The Curious Instant has its own YouTube channel, which has lots and lots of videos, which will be worth looking at. So you'll find information on that. So you don't just have to use the booklet. However, I have produced that for you for that reason. So obviously use that, but also your additional research will be welcome. So with your research, then you're just going to fill out this part. So again, there are 3 separate sections for each of the pieces with the names of the people written down the side. And underneath each one, you will just bullet point or write in paragraph sentences what you have found out about that person in relation to them as a person, them as their role within the company, or anything to do with the performance itself. Once you've done that, again, at the bottom of each one, there is a question of how the 3 roles have worked together to the final performance. So how has the director, the playwright and the actor all worked together to make that final performance? And you answer that for each of the 3 pieces. And that is everything that we went through in the session. Hopefully that has cleared up any questions that you have about the booklets that I've sent you. If not, please email in. You can email performingarts@perrys.org.uk or the Year 10 group, which is year10drama@perrys.org.uk. This took the guys around just over, they had 2 hours in the session, and majority of them got 3/4 of this booklet done. So hopefully it won't take up too much of your time, but please get this done, and as it will help you when we come back in September, when we continue with our work component 1. If you haven't already, please watch the link I sent to you of Teachers. It's about an hour in length, and it will really, really help you with this unit. So definitely give that a watch, and I think you will enjoy it. Thank you very much for your time. Get as much of this work done as possible, as it will put you in a good position when we come back in September. Any questions, email the emails that I've mentioned. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you soon.